it's always been a promise of Rapture to bring you some new concepts and creatives that we have done. This time we are taking a little hatke style of Tea Talks. Of course, we have been in the promise to give you and deliver to the young and new Gen Zs what are the new market trends. But this time we are bringing for all the audiences something that is very close to our heart at Rapture. And this year, we've got it really well. This year, we came across meeting an NGO which is doing such a fabulous job for all the children. And this time we thought, rather than just keeping it to our hearts and to keep it to our thought process, let's bring out the good news to all of you people. Very good evening to everyone. It's been a great joy to bring once again a new episode of Tea Talks. And for this, I will not be the right spokesman. I'm just interviewing everyone to just hear them out, but you will get to know a lot more. So this evening, like we promised, we've got Miss Sunita Mishramkar from New Vision, one of the best NGOs around the corner, very much in NIPM, very much in Undri. So for the ones who want to reach out to her, you can always reach out to her. So this evening, we're going to question and answer, and we're going to have a good interaction with her to understand this concept of upkilling a hum. So we want to know, Sunita, how did this concept of upkilling a hum? When we spoke, you spoke about chance to play. You spoke about right to play. Now, these words were very heavy for me when I first received them, and I said, how do we make a concept on this? But the way you detailed it out, I want you to narrate the entire story to all our audiences.
Thank you for this opportunity, and it's really good to talk about play, and children need play. Right to play is a concept. It's not a concept, but it's a right that United Nations has very much emphasized in Article 31, where children need to play. Children have right to play. But many other rights, but right to play is important because children do not grow holistically without play. And in 2024, March, the United Nations, they put it into the convention that we need to celebrate children on 11th of June every year. So International Day of Play has been marked on June 11th every year, 2024. So not much far. So we join with United Nations, which says 160 million children do not go to school or do not play.
160 children.
Yes.
That's a big number.
That's a huge number. And then what do? Right. They are either on the streets or they are in child labor. And out of every 4 children, only 1 child, that's what the UN again tells us, is found playing. And on the other side, 71% children say they love play. Now, this is the irony.
Huge gap that you have to come together.
So, that is what it is about. And therefore, it is important that play is emphasized for children. And therefore, the day is marked. The UN has said that, we keep aside one day for play and children.
Right.
And that's why preserve play, protect play, and also prioritize play. Preserve because there have been, I'm so sure you may have in your times played a lot of outdoor games.
Very much, yes.
And like football or whatever, cricket or hockey, basketball. But 10 years or a decade or so, it has faded off because of social media, the games that mobile games and the smartphones have come up and engaged them with a lot of, indoor games. That doesn't substitute outdoor games.
Because physical activities cannot get.
Right. And it's not only about physical, it is about, physical activity promotes growth.
Exactly.
But play promotes development. Where cognitive development with physical development, intellectual development, and relational development happens. So there's a holistic development that a child faces in this play, through this play.
Wow.
And therefore, we are emphasizing on that, joining with the UN.
So we are going to earmark 11th June across the globe
Right.
and India itself, and our own city, Pune, is going to participate into this.
Absolutely.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you have to mark this day of 11 June for sure. You just mentioned about this 31 article or something. If you can elaborate on that also, it'll be nice.
Yes, this year the United Nations had put its theme of protect childhood, protect play, protect childhood. So Article 31 talks about right to play.
Right.
In the convention of the UN has convention, and this is one particular article that talks about play and promoting play. So this year it's 31, 31, 31. That means 31 is the article, 31 days a month, and 31 minutes a day. So that emphasis, which in brief it says that allow a child to play every day, at least for half an hour. And why that? Because the child doesn't get to play. मुलांना खेळायला मिळत नाही. मुलं आतमध्ये बसून इंडोर गेम्स खेळतात, like 1:4 I already told you.
Right.
One child you'll find playing, पण 3 मुलं आतमध्ये आहेत. म्हणजे ते काय करत आहेत? म्हणजे ते आतमध्ये मोबाईल गेम्स खेळत आहेत किंवा anything else. And children are not safe, even though play is there, children are not safe. And that's why protection for children during play is what UN emphasizes. And we, in the city level, we are a part of the umbrella. And so there's a network called Action Right for Children in Pune, which has been working for several years. And there are NGOs that are working for children who are a part of that network. And so is New Vision, as we are a part of that. And so we've been working for play with children, emphasizing play for the past 8 years. Even before that, we have emphasized play because of right to play for children. And it does help them. So from the past 8 years, because of a great support from Teredos Home, that's an international organization that supports children, TDH, to promote play for children. So every week, we have weekly 2 hours for the children in the areas from Vishrantwadi, Yarwada, Kharadi, Karvenagar, Mundwa, Hadapsar. So at that length, 2 times a week, 45 minutes, staff fly the children to the grounds. We have proper grounds. So children come in protection, go in protection, and they also receive training. We have a coach that trains them well. Again, the training is under protection, that children do not face any kind of abuse or neglect. And after them, we give them a longy snack.
Nice.
And so they are nourished and they go back home safely.
So it's a holistic development of a child under a secure environment.
Yes.
It's so much needed. What do you want to say as a message to every individual who's listening to this? Like, yes, you're doing it on an organizational level, but on a personal level, how can we implement it in our societies, in our communities? How do you engage with them on this?
Allow children to play.
Wow.
Allow children to play fearlessly. At the same time, I would say society is responsible for promoting safe play for children. Because we see, very recently we are all watching news, we see children are abused physically, sexually. So then parents find it difficult, or they are feared. They find it threatful to allow a child to go out to play, whether it is a huge big society of the affluent or whether it's a community of the underprivileged. So these days it is threatful. So I would say allow children to play. Please allow children to play and do not deter them from playing, which means give them a safe environment, give them all that is needed. I would say parents play with the children.
Right. So it is
Started at home.
and that environment.
Started at home so the child feels loved, nurtured, bonds with the parents well. I know they don't have time, but they must take out time.
Right.
They must take out time so that the children grow up the way they need to.
Right. And as corporates, I know this podcast will reach out to many out there. As corporates, as organizations, how can they participate in this entire zeal of, bringing the right to play together?
Join with NGOs in promoting this in whatever way. We can have programs, we can design programs, work along with schools, work along with communities, facilitate them by providing some infrastructure that they may not be having, or some equipments, or a nutrition that's required for a child to be healthy while any child plays. So if these kind of support this kind of support is,
Can be provided.
yes, I think it will help everybody in a larger way.
Great. I also remember, and that is how we coined the complete concept. If you can throw some light on Ab Khilenge Hum, what a dynamic line to put together. Very easy to work with, and for all the members who are listening to us, all the viewers, you can always follow us on Ab Khilenge Hum. So that platform is growing by the day. And if you can just throw some light on how did this all come about?
Yeah, sure. Ab Khelenge, that Ab has that
Yes.
energy,
Yes.
high energy, and which Marathi you say Atta Kheluya, or let us play. So when that let or Atta or Ab is that spring that promotes the energy for play.
Right.
And why we have come up with that is naturally there is a need for play. I do appreciate that nowadays adults, you'll find them in gym, and you'll find them in turfs. And what about children? Children are dependent on adults, and therefore adults should really, really engage themselves with children. And they should give children an opportunity, which is their right to play. If we want healthy children, if we want, so that is why that Ab Khelenge Hum. Don't wait.
Right. It's
Don't
just
wait.
the moment
Do it.
now.
Do it, and do it enthusiastically, understanding that it would give a long fruit in the long run.
Right. It's such a beautiful concept, well woven together. In fact, when I was thinking about this and the years of hard work that you all NGOs have put in together, while this talk show is where I love to host it, but more than me, I think this time in this talk show, it will be Mr. Mohsen from the same NGO, that's New Vision, who will be interacting with the children who have actually tasted this complete encompass of events happen together. So while we discuss on this on a larger platform, let's have the children also who have experienced such a wonderful time together be a part of this conversation. Let's welcome Mr. Mohsen on the dais.
येस हॅलो आप खेलेंगे हम या सोशल मीडिया कॅम्पेनिंग संदर्भात आपण काही मुलांबरोबर चर्चा करूया. तर आपल्याबरोबर जास्मिन आणि दिव्या आहे, तर त्याच्याशी आपण संवाद साधूया की त्यांना आप खेलेंगे हम संदर्भात काय वाटतं आहे. तर जास्मिन, तू मला सांगशील की तुम्ही खेळ खेळता का, मैदानी खेळ खेळता का?
हो, आम्ही मैदानी खेळ खेळतो.
कुठे खेळता तुम्ही मैदानी?
आम्ही मोठे मुलं मैदानात खेळतात आणि छोटे जे मुलं आहेत ते रस्त्यावर गल्लीवर.
कुठल्या प्रकारचे खेळ तुम्ही लोक खेळतात?
जे मैदानात खेळतात ते क्रिकेटच खेळतात जास्त प्रमाणे, पण जे गल्लीत खेळतात ते नॉर्मल गेम्स लाईक पकडापकडी वगैरे असं खेळतात, लपाछिपी.
म्हणजे हे सगळे गेम खेळण्यासाठी तुम्ही जिथे राहता तिथे ग्राउंड उपलब्ध आहे?
हो, आमच्या इथं आहे ग्राउंड.
तर ते किती मोठं ग्राउंड आहे जिथे सगळे मुलं, तुमच्या आसपास राहणारी सगळी मुलं खेळू शकतात का?
नाही, छोटं आहे, जास्त मोठं नाही आहे ते ग्राउंड.
ठीक. तुमच्या शाळेत खेळाचा तास होतो का?
हो, आमच्या शाळेत 1 तास होतं खेळायचं.
तिथे कुठले कुठले गेम तुम्ही खेळता?
रग्बी, सॉफ्टबॉल, बेसबॉल.
याच्याशिवाय तुम्ही ते जे तुमच्या तिथे शाळेमध्ये सगळे साहित्य तुम्हाला भेटतं का खेळाचं?
हो, आमच्या शाळेत सामान सगळे आहेत, साहित्य वगैरे सगळे आहेत तिथं, बॉल वगैरे, बॅट, बेसबॉल बॅट सगळं.
सेम जसं तुम्हाला शाळेत हे सगळं उपलब्ध होत आहे तसं तुम्हाला तुमच्या घराच्या जवळ उपलब्ध होत आहे का हे सगळं?
नाही, तर आमची शाळा तर चांगलीच आहे हे मी सांगू शकते. माझी बहीण आहे तर मी माझी बहिणीचं सांगते. त्यांच्या शाळेत ग्राउंड नाही, त्यांना खेळायला सामान नाही, त्यांना काय नॉर्मल गेम्स वगैरे खेळतात. त्यांना आमची शाळा काय आहे की आम्ही चांगलंच खेळतो, पण त्यांना ग्राउंड वगैरे काहीच नाही, तिथं कॉरिडॉर मध्ये खेळतात. त्यांना जास्त टाईमच नाही भेटत. त्यांना आम्हाला खेळायचं तास असतं तर त्यांना ते पण नसतं, तर त्यांना काहीच चांगलं नसतं शाळेत.
अच्छा, तर तुम्ही मुलं मुली एकत्र खेळतात की वेगळं वेगळं खेळतात?
काही मुलं मुली एकत्र खेळतात आणि काही वेगळं पण खेळतात.
म्हणजे तुम्हाला पालकांकडून काय रेस्ट्रिक्शन घेतले जातात का खेळताना, की तुम्ही वेगळे खेळा किंवा एकत्र खेळा असं काही?
हो, तर आमच्या इथं जे पालक आहे ना, ते म्हणतात की मुलं मुली नको सोबत खेळू. मग मोठे झाले की ते काहीतरी वेगळंच विचार असतं त्यांचं, तर ते म्हणतात की सोबत नका खेळू आणि तुम्ही मुली खेळू शकता. पण आम्ही असं नाही की सगळेही गेम खेळू शकतो, आम्ही नॉर्मल काय गेम खेळू शकतो जसं की आम्हाला लागलं नाही असं काय. लागल नाही, ते नॉर्मल गेम्स खेळतात.
खेळामुळे तुमच्या आयुष्यात काय बदल होतो का असं तुम्हाला काय वाटतं?
आमच्या आयुष्यात डेफिनेटली बदल झाले, कारण आम्ही आधी ड्रेसमध्ये फिरलेले पोरी आहेत. आता तुम्ही बघू शकता आम्ही कसे, कारण लहानपणापासून आम्हाला सांगितलं गेलं की पोरी असेच राहिले पाहिजे, म्हणजे रेषेच्या पलीकडे जायचं नाही असं सांगतात आम्हाला घरातून. पण काही गोष्टीमध्ये माझी मोठी बहीण आता जरा एज्युकेशन तिचं झालं आहे चांगल्या प्रकारे, म्हणून आम्हाला जरा फ्रीडम आली, मी चांगल्या प्रकारे खेळू शकते. वस्ती लेवलमध्ये पोरींना अजिबात बाहेर पडू देत नाहीत, खेळू देत नाहीत. मुलांसोबत म्हणजे बोलणं तर सोडा, हसू पण नाही शकत, लगेच डाऊट घेतात, अरे तुझं त्याच्यासोबत काहीतरी आहे असं असतं मग आमच्यात. त्यामुळे आमच्यात जास्त पोरी खेळण्याकडे जातच नाहीत. आणि खेळण्याची रुची वाढण्यासाठी एक महत्त्वाचं असतं तर ग्राउंड. आमच्याकडे ग्राउंडच अवेलेबल नाही आहे अजून. वस्ती लेवलला आधी जेव्हा आम्ही लहान होतो तेव्हा मोकळी जागा असायची, आम्ही तिथंच खेळायचो. पण आता आम्ही जसं मोठे होत आलो तसं वस्ती पातळीवर आणि त्याच्या आजूबाजूला ग्राउंड नाही आहे, सगळे सिमेंटचे जंगल तयार झालेत, बिल्डिंग मोठे बिल्डिंग तयार झालेत. मग आम्ही खेळणार कुठं, हा एक मोठा प्रश्न तयार होतो.
तर आता समजा मैदान उपलब्ध नाही आहे, तर मग अशा वेळी मुलं काय करतात?
अशामुळं बरेच मुलं नाही का मुलं मोबाईलवर गेम खेळत असतात, नाहीतर बिना कारण वस्तीत असे रोडवर फिरत असतात आणि सोशल मीडियावर जास्त ॲक्टिव्ह असतात आणि असं आवारी गर्दी करायला लागतात. परत बाकीच्या म्हणजे वाईट सवयी लागतात त्यांना की नाही का ग्राउंड नाही आहे तर मग चला आपण ह्याच्याकडे ॲडिक्ट होऊ असं.
खेळामुळे मानसिक ताण त्यांचा मानसिक स्थिती कशी असते खेळायला भेटलं नाही मुलांना तर?
आता मी स्वतःचं सांगेल, कारण मी जेव्हा स्पोर्ट्समध्ये नव्हते, मी आता माझं स्पोर्ट्समध्ये झोनल डिस्ट्रिक्ट हेपर्यंत झाले, पण जेव्हा मी खेळत नव्हते तेव्हा माझं नाही का मेंटली खूप म्हणजे स्ट्रेस असायचं की अभ्यासात मन लागत नव्हतं. पण जसं मी खेळायला सुरुवात केली, मी 5वीपासून खेळायला सुरुवात केली, तेव्हापासून माझे स्पोर्ट्समध्ये म्हणजे चांगली लेवल वाढलेली आणि अभ्यासात माझे रँक पण खूप चांगले वाढले गेलेत. मानसिक ताण कमी होतो, परंतु अभ्यासात रुची वाढते आपली, कॉन्फिडन्स लेवल खूप डेव्हलप होतो आपलं.
तर ह्या सगळ्या समस्या आपल्या भागात आहेत, तर आपण एक सरकारकडे काय अपील करू इच्छितो? म्हणजे थोडक्यात आपल्या भागात काय काय सुविधा मुलांसाठी उपलब्ध असायला हव्यात असं तुला वाटतं?
मला असं वाटतं की सुरक्षित आणि क्रीडांगण असायला पाहिजे आपल्याकडे. सुरक्षित वातावरण निर्माण होण्यासाठी आपल्याकडे एक चांगलं क्रीडांगण असायला पाहिजे जिथं मुलं मन मोकळेपणाने खेळतील.
ओके. आणि फक्त सरकारवरच ही जबाबदारी टाकून चालणार आहेत की पालकांना पण काही बदल, पालकांच्या मानसिकतेमध्ये आपण काही बदल करवण्यासाठी काय केलं पाहिजे असं तुला काय वाटतं?
हा डेफिनेटली, कारण आता मी तुम्हाला सांगितलं की वस्ती लेवलला मुलींना खेळायला पाठवत नाहीत, घरातच ठेवतात. मासिक पाळी यायला पोरींना सुरुवात झाली ना त्याचं तर त्यांना घरातून बाहेर जाऊ देत नाहीत. त्यामुळे पालकांना पण सांगायचं असेल की ज्या त्यांना खेळायची इच्छा असेल तर त्यांनी बिंदास मुलींना विश्वास ठेवून खेळायला सोडायला पाहिजे, कारण खेळामुळे खूप बदल होतात.
मैदान, सुरक्षित मैदान हे आपल्याला का गरजेचे वाटतात?
कारण आता जसं जास्मिनी सांगितले तुम्हाला की पोरी खेळतात पण त्यांच्यावर डाऊट घेतात. पण एक सुरक्षित मैदान असेल ना, जसे की पहिल्या शाळेतून सुरुवात झाली पाहिजे की पोरी एकसोबत खेळलं तर काही डाऊट होत नाही, म्हणजे डाऊट नसतं. त्यांचं रिलेशन एक हेल्दी रिलेशन असतं, म्हणजे मित्रमैत्रिणी पण असू शकतात. असं नाही की आपण डायरेक्ट एक वेगळ्या नात्याकडे घेऊन जाऊ शकतो. तर चांगलं ग्राउंड असणे, सुरक्षित ग्राउंड असणे खूप महत्त्वाचं आहे, कारण आता आपण आपल्या देशात बघतो तर खूप गोष्टी वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारे घडतात ते कुठे ना कुठे कमी होतील आणि एक चांगलं रिलेशन मित्रमैत्रिणींचं तयार होईल.
It has been a wonderful conversation with all the children. Such an innocent way of them explaining what is their need, what is their right. With this, we want your likes and shares. We want your comments. We want your encouragement on Up Khelenge Hum. It's a wonderful page that we've created on Instagram. Follow us on LinkedIn. Follow us on Facebook. At whatever level you can be a part of this campaign. We love you to share and like this more and more. So years on, once this builds up for the years to come, you and I will be a part of this entire campaign. Thank you so much for watching this in so much of enthusiasm. You all have participated. We thank you, Ms. Rita Mishramka. It's been a great time to hear you once again. And Mr. Mohsin for doing such a wonderful job when you conducted the questions so beautifully with the children. Thank you so much all. And looking forward for the next podcast coming soon. Stay tuned.